What if I told you that two everyday items sitting in your kitchen, one, a time-honored oil most people consider old-fashioned, and the other, a simple white powder often tucked in the fridge for freshness, could significantly enhance blood flow, calm an irritated prostate, and bring back the masculine energy you thought was gone for good? A lot of men past 60 still believe that fading intimacy, frequent nighttime bathroom trips, or a general numbness below the waist are just part of getting older. But that's a risky assumption. The truth is, these symptoms aren't just natural aging, they're your body sending out warning signs. Your circulation is weakening, pelvic tissues are inflamed, and your sexual vitality is gradually shutting down. In fact, research published in the Journal of Urology revealed that up to 68% of men over 60 suffer from reduced blood flow to the genital region. Yet most never look for a solution because they assume this decline is inevitable. The cost? Disconnection from their partner, crumbling confidence, and even worse, a slow loss of joy in everyday life. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, a men's health expert and urologist. For over 3 decades, I've worked with men who thought they'd lost their spark. And what I uncovered is a method that's both astonishingly simple and highly effective, relying only on castor oil and baking soda. In today's video, I'll walk you through how to use these two ingredients to naturally support your energy, improve blood flow, and restore sensation. No medication, no awkward conversations, and no pressure. And stay tuned until the end, because I'll also share a bonus technique that many men say takes these results to the next level. Before we begin, let me ask, where are you watching from today? Drop a comment below. I genuinely love to know who's joining me on this mission to help men reclaim their vitality after 50. And be sure to hit subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss any of the science-backed, straight-talking content we share weekly here on Vitality After 60. Now let's dive into the real reason male performance starts to decline after 60 and why you should never blame yourself. Part 1. Why male sexual function declines after 60. Most men are caught off guard when they find out that a fading sex drive, decreased sensitivity, or even erectile issues after 60 aren't just about getting older. These symptoms are signals, quiet but serious ones. They point to underlying issues like reduced blood flow, chronic low-level inflammation in the pelvic region, and a buildup of internal waste due to a slower, more sedentary lifestyle. I've treated countless men, strong, capable individuals, who came to me carrying quiet embarrassment and confusion. One patient, Marcus, once sat across from me and said with watery eyes, "Doctor, it's like I've disappeared down there." I knew exactly what he meant, because what he was feeling wasn't just physical, it was a subtle unraveling of his sense of manhood. There's a medical explanation behind it. As men enter their later years, the small blood vessels responsible for nourishing the lower body begin to harden and lose flexibility. Blood flow decreases, which explains why sensitivity drops, spontaneous erections fade, and physical responses feel delayed or absent. Adding to that, the prostate, an essential gland just below the bladder that supports sexual function, often swells slightly with age. This mild inflammation compresses nerves and hampers blood flow, resulting in nighttime bathroom trips, urgent urges, and a numb, disconnected sensation in the groin area. And there's one more factor that almost no one talks about: the gradual buildup of toxins and stagnant lymphatic fluid that occurs when men stop moving as much after 60. Think of your body like an engine. It needs flow to stay sharp. Without movement, everything slows down. Tissues get deprived of oxygen, and over time, you begin to feel like you're living outside your own body. But here's what I really want you to hear. This is not your fault. These are biological shifts, and they can be changed. When you understand what's happening and respond the right way, real improvement is absolutely possible. Which is why in the next section, I'll introduce you to the first of two simple ingredients, once overlooked, that can penetrate deep into your tissues, boost circulation, and help bring sensation and vitality back to where you may have thought it was lost for good. And if you're still with me watching this video, I want to thank you. It means you're serious about taking back control of your health. Drop a 1 in the comments so I know you're still on this path with me. Part 1. Why male sexual function declines after 60. Most men are caught off guard when they find out that a fading sex drive, decreased sensitivity, or even erectile issues after 60 aren't just about getting older. These symptoms are signals, quiet but serious ones. They point to underlying issues like reduced blood flow, chronic low-level inflammation in the pelvic region, and a buildup of internal waste due to a slower, more sedentary lifestyle. I've treated countless men, strong, capable individuals, who came to me carrying quiet embarrassment and confusion. One patient, Marcus, once sat across from me and said with watery eyes, "Doctor, it's like I've disappeared down there." I knew exactly what he meant, because what he was feeling wasn't just physical, it was a subtle unraveling of his sense of manhood. There's a medical explanation behind it. As men enter their later years, the small blood vessels responsible for nourishing the lower body begin to harden and lose flexibility. Blood flow decreases, which explains why sensitivity drops, spontaneous erections fade, and physical responses feel delayed or absent. Adding to that, the prostate, an essential gland just below the bladder that supports sexual function, often swells slightly with age. This mild inflammation compresses nerves and hampers blood flow, resulting in nighttime bathroom trips, urgent urges, and a numb, disconnected sensation in the groin area. And there's one more factor that almost no one talks about: the gradual buildup of toxins and stagnant lymphatic fluid that occurs when men stop moving as much after 60. Think of your body like an engine. It needs flow to stay sharp. Without movement, everything slows down. Tissues get deprived of oxygen, and over time, you begin to feel like you're living outside your own body. But here's what I really want you to hear. This is not your fault. These are biological shifts, and they can be changed. When you understand what's happening and respond the right way, real improvement is absolutely possible. Which is why in the next section, I'll introduce you to the first of two simple ingredients, once overlooked, that can penetrate deep into your tissues, boost circulation, and help bring sensation and vitality back to where you may have thought it was lost for good. And if you're still with me watching this video, I want to thank you. It means you're serious about taking back control of your health. Drop a 1 in the comments so I know you're still on this path with me. Ingredient 2, baking soda, the overlooked ally that loosens tissue and clears internal blocks. When most people hear the words baking soda, they think of the box in their fridge or the ingredient that makes muffins rise. But what they often don't realize is that, when applied properly, baking soda can act as a powerful tissue-restoring anti-inflammatory compound, especially beneficial for the pelvic region in aging men. One case I remember vividly is Mr. Leonard, 68 years old. He led a clean, structured life. No alcohol, no smoking. Yet he was still burdened by a heavy, blocked feeling and a steadily fading sense of vitality. Every test came back normal, from testosterone levels to blood pressure. But he kept telling me, "Doctor, something inside just doesn't feel right." I asked him one simple question: have you ever used baking soda on your body, not just in a drink? His eyebrows raised, and I knew we had found the starting point. We tried a gentle approach, combining a small scoop of baking soda with warm castor oil, then massaging it into the lower belly and inner thighs. Only 4 applications in, Leonard returned with a calm but excited energy. "I felt this deep warmth wash through me," he said, "and this morning, I woke up feeling something I haven't in years." There's a clear biological explanation for this. As the pelvic tissues become more acidic with age, they harden and lose flexibility. Inflammation quietly sets in, and blood flow slows to a crawl. Baking soda, being naturally alkaline, helps balance out that acidity, relax stiffened tissue, and reopen the tiny blood vessels that often get blocked without us realizing it. Together with castor oil, it forms a dynamic duo, not just boosting blood flow, but creating the ideal environment for internal cleansing and cellular repair. Imagine flushing out a clogged stream and watching the water become clear again. That's what this combo can do for your body. What's even more powerful is how this process impacts the whole person. The physical improvement often sparks something deeper. Men begin to reconnect with their bodies, experience renewed confidence, and treat themselves with more compassion, something that's often lost after years of frustration. But here's the key. None of this works without proper application. To truly activate the healing potential of these two ingredients, you need the right approach, the correct technique, target areas, and timing. Even small errors can limit results. That's exactly what I'll show you in the next part. Step by step, I'll guide you through how to apply this method for safe and effective results. And if you're still with me right now, thank you. Your time and attention mean a lot. Drop a 2 in the comments so I know you're still walking this path with me. Part 2, how to apply the method correctly. Awaken circulation and reconnect with pelvic sensation. This is the point where understanding turns into experience, where you stop just hearing about what castor oil and baking soda can do and start feeling those effects in your own body. I'm not here to promise miracles. I'm simply inviting you to try a safe, gentle approach, one that has helped dozens of men over 60 in my care feel renewed from the inside out. Begin by getting a clean towel and warming it slightly. Then combine 1 teaspoon of castor oil with half a teaspoon of baking soda. Mix it thoroughly until the blend is smooth and even. For better absorption, you can place the bowl in a bit of warm water for a couple of minutes, or just rub the mixture between your palms to naturally bring it to temperature. When your blend is ready, find a quiet, private spot where you won't be disturbed. Apply the mixture to the key areas, your lower belly, inner thighs, and the base of the groin. These zones contain the primary vessels and nerve pathways that feed into the prostate and penis. Use gentle circular motions with your fingers. No need to apply pressure. That light massage isn't just for absorption. It also sends a soothing message to your nervous system, helping your body soften, open up, and shift into a state of rest and repair. To amplify the results, lay a warm towel over the area for 20 to 30 minutes. The warmth will encourage deeper tissue penetration, while the baking soda begins loosening tension in vessels and tissues that have stiffened from poor circulation. Many men notice a sense of heat, tingling, or a gentle pulsing in the area after a few days. These are strong indicators that blood flow is improving and that nerve activity is reawakening. Others report fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom and more restful sleep. But the feedback I hear most often isn't about intensity. It's something simpler but profound. It feels like something inside me is coming back. And that right there is the real turning point. Because if you're ready to take this feeling further, not just restoring circulation, but reactivating your body's internal pathways, then the next step is critical. Learning how to stimulate your nervous system with key pressure points. Coming up next, I'll walk you through 3 specific pressure points, ones that are often overlooked but have the power to unlock blood flow and bring sensation back in surprising ways. Part 3, 3 pressure points to boost circulation and sexual reflexes in older men. Often, the most powerful healing tools aren't found in prescriptions or procedures. They're already built into your body. Over years of working with men between 60 and 80, I've discovered that activating a few key reflex zones can naturally awaken energy and blood flow. No complex treatments necessary. Take Mr. Harold, a 79-year-old widower who came to my office not just worried about performance, but something deeper. With emotion in his voice, he told me, "Doctor, I don't want to feel invisible anymore." We didn't begin with medications or lab reports. Instead, I taught him a simple, hands-on routine. As he applied the castor oil and baking soda blend, I guided him to gently stimulate 3 targeted pressure points, each known to activate the nervous system, heighten sensitivity, and promote stronger blood flow through the pelvic area. The first point lies on the inner wrist, nestled in the dip between 2 tendons, traditionally called heart 7 in Chinese medicine. Applying light pressure here for about a minute helps calm the nervous system, relax the heart, and widen tiny blood vessels. The second point is found on the inner thigh, roughly 4 finger widths from the fold of the groin. Pressing this area can improve circulation to the reproductive region and stimulate lymphatic flow, your body's built-in detox system that often slows down with age. The third and arguably most essential point sits between your big toe and second toe, right where they meet the top of the foot. Known as liver 3, this point is associated with hormonal balance and natural testosterone support, influencing both stamina and emotional strength in older men. Harold didn't expect much at first, but 2 weeks in, he called me sounding brighter, more present. "Doctor," he said, This morning I actually felt alive again. These pressure points aren't magical fixes. They're not meant to replace medical care, but they can help you reconnect with your body in a way that many men forget is even possible. Still, if you want your improvements to last and go even deeper, you'll need to focus on what happens afterward. The food you consume post-application can either support your healing or quietly reverse your gains. Some meals keep your vessels open, others begin to close them off again. Part 4. The foods that determine your results. What to eat after using the blend to maintain long-term benefits. There's a critical window right after each use of the castor oil and baking soda blend. When your body is at ease, tissues are more open, and blood flow is beginning to return. It's during this short recovery phase that your system becomes highly receptive to nutrients. What you choose to eat in this moment, whether healing or harmful, can significantly influence how well the method works. I remember working with a man named Jack, 72, a retired firefighter with a strong will but lingering restlessness. He was diligent with the method, applying it nightly, but described his progress as inconsistent. When I asked him to track his meals for a week, the pattern was clear. Processed bread, greasy meats, sugary sodas, tasty and familiar, but quietly sabotaging his progress. These types of foods clog up the smallest blood vessels and trigger inflammation, making it harder for your body to heal. So we kept it simple. Just a few smart replacements, timed to follow his evening routine. A glass of beet juice to elevate nitric oxide, half an avocado to supply good fats that support hormonal balance, a bowl of steamed spinach drizzled with olive oil and garlic to relax the arteries, and 1 square of dark chocolate, a proven ally for male circulation. The difference was fast. Within a week, Jack felt more energetic, more grounded. He started waking up earlier, walking more often, and even said, "I feel like I'm finally starting to recognize myself again." Here's what I want you to hold on to. What you eat after applying the blend doesn't just help maintain the results, it multiplies them. Think of it like cleaning out a waterway. Whether you follow that up with clean water or pollution makes all the difference in how things flow going forward. And just like nutrition, there's another powerful force at play, your mindset. Because no matter how well you follow instructions or eat the right foods, if you've already told yourself deep down that healing isn't possible, your body will follow that message. That's why in the next section, we'll dive into a subject that rarely gets the attention it deserves, but maybe the most transformative of all. How your inner beliefs and sense of identity shape your body's ability to recover after 60. Part 5. The recovery mindset. The most powerful activation doesn't come from the body. Many men over 60 assume their biggest hurdle to recovery is low testosterone, high blood pressure, or simply the wear and tear of aging. But after countless consultations and personal stories, I've discovered the real roadblock isn't physical. It's what men believe about themselves every single day. You can follow every step flawlessly, use the blend, eat the right foods, stick to the routine. But if deep inside you're telling yourself, "It's too late for me," or "I don't matter like I used to," then that mindset slowly switches off your body's remaining ability to heal and reawaken. One patient who stands out is Martin, age 67. He had recovered physically from a prostate procedure, but still confided, "I feel empty." Like I'm no longer truly a man, I didn't offer a new medication. Instead, I gave him a simple task. Each time he applied the oil and baking soda, he was to place one hand on his heart and say aloud, "I am still valuable." My story is not finished. At first, he rolled his eyes and called it silly, but within a few weeks, there was a shift. His tone grew steady. He said, "It's not just that I feel better, I feel like me again." His walk was different. His face lit up more. Even the way he engaged with others became warmer. This isn't just feel-good talk. Today's research confirms that how we think about our bodies directly influences our nervous system, hormone production, and ability to recover. Your body is listening, and if the message is defeat, it starts shutting things down. But if the message is belief, everything begins to open up again. And that's the turning point. When you decide your body still matters, when you treat yourself as someone worth caring for, that's when the real change begins. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and relationally. That said, even the most powerful mindset needs a clear path to follow. What you need next is a straightforward, repeatable daily plan, a rhythm that helps you turn intention into real, lasting results. That's exactly what I'll be giving you next. A 7-day recovery blueprint that anyone can begin, starting tonight. Part 6. The 7-day schedule. Turning insight into lasting progress. If you've come this far, it tells me something important. You're not just curious, you're committed. And that's the difference between simply knowing what to do and actually changing your life. For most men over 60, the real challenge isn't lack of knowledge. It's building a consistent rhythm that turns that knowledge into daily progress. That's why I want to give you a clear, manageable 7-day routine. It's designed to reignite blood flow, bring back physical awareness, and help you rebuild a more trusting, attentive connection with your body. Each evening, start by slowing your pace. Don't treat this as a chore. Make it a moment of self-respect. Warm a spoonful of castor oil. Add just a pinch of baking soda and mix until you get a smooth, creamy blend. Apply it gently in slow circles to your lower abdomen and pelvic base. There's no need to rush. Your hands are telling your body, you still deserve care. Next, lie back and rest for 10 to 15 minutes. No screens, no noise. To enhance the effect, place a warm towel over the area. That gentle heat helps the castor oil reach deeper layers, while the baking soda begins to soften tension built up from years of reduced circulation. When you're done, don't delay for hours. Give your body clean, nourishing fuel, a hard-boiled egg, a few steamed greens, or a glass of beet juice. These foods may not be flashy, but they're powerful allies that quietly support your internal repair systems. Repeat this gentle rhythm for 7 days straight. Soon you'll begin noticing early signs of change. Better sleep, a lighter feeling in your core, fewer nighttime bathroom visits, and maybe even the quiet return of your natural morning responses. And the most beautiful part? After enough repetition, your body won't resist this care. It will start to crave it. That's when you know the shift is real. That's when healing deepens, not just in your body, but in your sense of identity and presence. To help you keep building on that momentum, in the next section, I'll walk you through what to expect after 7, 14, and 30 days, so you can track your progress and feel confident that your journey is headed in the right direction. Part 7. What happens after 7, 14, and 30 days. A step-by-step healing timeline. Starting any new routine, especially one that works gently from within, can bring up a fair question. Will I actually feel anything? Or, when will I start noticing change? To help you visualize what progress looks like, here's a breakdown of what many of my patients typically report after 7 days, 14 days, and 30 days of consistent practice. By the 7th day, most men notice a gentle warmth building in the lower belly or groin. Not from the blend itself, but from inside. Some describe it as a soft current, a gentle pulse, or a spark they hadn't felt in years. Sleep often becomes deeper, and nighttime bathroom interruptions start to ease. These early shifts signal that your nervous system is unwinding and blood flow is starting to pick up. By the 2-week mark, the changes usually become more noticeable. The pelvic region often feels less tight, with a lighter, freer sensation. For many, spontaneous morning arousals begin to return, without any stimulation, indicating that the vascular system and nerve pathways are beginning to awaken on their own. By day 30, the experience becomes far more than physical. The body begins to feel alive again. Yes, but so does the man living inside it. What began as a simple routine now feels like a daily ritual of self-respect. Confidence grows, energy lifts, and many find themselves reconnecting emotionally and physically with their partners in a way they hadn't in years. One patient, Robert, who completed the full 30-day journey, said something I'll never forget. It's not just that everything works again, it's that I feel like I've come back to myself. And that right there is the heart of it all. Full restoration. Not just a blood flow or sensation, but of presence, purpose, and personal connection. That said, once your foundational health is reawakened, there's still a small but mighty addition you can make to take your healing even further. The best part? You probably already have it in your pantry. Part 8. The Recovery Accelerator. A simple secret inside your apple cider vinegar bottle. After 30 days of steady practice, your body doesn't just respond, it starts to anticipate the care you give it. This is the stage where your system becomes more receptive, more alive, and if you want to take your results even deeper, there's one extra step that can truly amplify the effects. The best part? You probably already own it. It's that cloudy bottle of apple cider vinegar tucked away in your kitchen cabinet, the one you may have used for salad dressings or detox drinks. While most people think of it as just a digestion helper, apple cider vinegar can actually act as a biological amplifier. It helps balance your internal pH, supports liver cleansing, boosts the absorption of key minerals, and most importantly, stimulates nitric oxide, the molecule that helps expand blood vessels and improve circulation to the lower body. Here's how to add it. Before applying the castor oil and baking soda blend in the evening, stir 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar into a glass of warm water. Sip it slowly. This simple step will help align your digestive system, energize liver function, and prime your blood vessels to respond better to the external application that follows. Several men I've worked with reported noticeable shifts within just 5 to 7 days of adding this vinegar ritual. Deeper sleep, clearer morning energy, and faster signs of physical recovery became more consistent and reliable. What I appreciate most about apple cider vinegar isn't the hype around it, but what it symbolizes. It's unassuming, inexpensive, and yet when used with purpose, it becomes a powerful ally in a body that's already healing itself. It's also a reminder that real change often starts with the smallest actions. When your intention is strong and your habits stay steady, even the simplest ingredients can unlock extraordinary results. So here's the question that really matters now. What will you do next? Because healing isn't just about a breakthrough. It's about building something sustainable, creating a life where you genuinely feel connected, capable, and worthy every single day. My friend, we've just walked through something meaningful together. Not a collection of empty promises or expensive gimmicks, but a journey rooted in simplicity, intention, and the quiet science of self-restoration. From the deep penetrating power of castor oil, to the detoxifying support of baking soda, to pressure points, nourishing foods, and a renewed mindset. Each element plays a part in restoring the full picture of your vitality. The truth is, your strength never vanished. It's just been waiting for the right care to bring it forward again. This path won't always be effortless, but if you approach it with patience, commitment, and the willingness to listen to your own body, the transformation won't stay limited to one area. It will ripple outward into your confidence, your relationships, and the way you move through life. If this video offered value to you, please subscribe and tap the notification bell here on Vitality After 60. That way, I can continue offering honest, natural, and empowering insights made just for men in their second act of life. Thank you for your trust, your time, and your dedication. Wishing you strength, clarity, and lasting vitality on the journey ahead. I'll see you in the next video.